A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
Welcome into the Sportsocracy, 5 days away. Tank Spencer, Jeremy Greene here with you. Follow, like, and share the Sportsocracy on all the social medias at the Sportsocracy, conveniently named. We are live in the Wicked Weed studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Check them out. Order online today, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different. 5 days away from the Super Bowl, Jeremy. I'm trying to keep
5 days away until I don't have to hear this shit again. I'm 5 days from Tank's immortal sadness.
I haven't been this excited for a countdown for a sporting event since the TBT.
Oh, good God.
That was a blast from the past. Remember those days? Just yearning for something.
I didn't care then. I don't care now.
We're 5 days away from Super Bowl 55, and yesterday was Media Day.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I mean, obviously shit's weird right now, and I was
calling
not a big
that
fan
a
of
media day is like calling me a journalist.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm a fat guy that tells jokes and just so happens to be a little connected.
I was not a big fan of the green screens. The green screens were not working for a lot of the little media setups there.
It was awful.
It looked like it was like maybe they had lit them with a green light as well. And like the things blending over part of their faces and shit. It was not your normal media day. But it was cool to still see the same kind of thing. You know, like 12-year-old kids asking questions. I want to know who got the memo. How'd you get the memo for that as a 12-year-old kid to be on the
Tank would have been in there deboing little kids like, shut up!
Shut up!
Billy, I will
it's my turn to talk to the goat. Oh,
God. I swear to God, I never want to hear the term goat again. Like, I don't even like actual goats now. I drive by fields, see a goat, and go, fuck you, goat. Fuck you, goat. I'm tired of you. Good Lord, I'm so sick.
You have
of
to
that.
deal with goat talk, man. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
It's ridiculous is what it is.
Talk about Tom Brady being the GOAT. Patrick Mahomes, can he be the GOAT? Can he catch the GOAT? Who's the youngest GOAT?
Say the
It's
word
the goat versus the baby goat.
Say the goat one more fucking time. It's lost all meaning, just so you know. That word is now lost all meaning because you just said it 9 times in one sentence.
But yesterday, the GOAT, in his media day, talking about how he wants to play past 45.
No, he doesn't.
You don't think so?
No, he doesn't.
So when are you gonna give up on this train? Like you're just gonna keep saying it happens until it happens.
Do you think it's Tom's bionic? Is that where you've officially gotten to? Nobody else has ever done it, but Tom can. Oh, Tom can. Tom can do it. Okay.
George Blanda, didn't he play till he was like 46?
In 1912 or some shit. Yeah, he'd come back from the war. I mean, I think he was a little more seasoned than Tom Brady is.
Not more well taken care of. See, that's the thing. It's like Tom Brady is taking such good care of his body. It's kind of hard to argue with a guy who's 43 years old throwing 40 touchdown passes in the season. There's no reason to believe that he can't play until...
There's a lot of reason to believe he can't play until... I don't even need to know what number you're going to say. I don't even care. At some point, Father Time's undefeated. It's going to catch up to your bionic goat.
Of course it is.
Goat. Fuck him. It's going to catch him eventually.
I want you to know, I just want everybody to remember 3 years down the road when Tom Brady's still playing and has value on the free agent market. That's the thing.
Oh, good God.
What? He'll be a free agent after next year. And you don't think there will be teams that call?
I'm sure
if the Bucks don't sign him up?
I'm sure they will. And I won't care then, just like I don't want to talk about it now. Because he's 45 freaking years old.
He's 43.
He will be 45. When you're talking about, he will be 45 years old.
Yes. That will be his age 45 season.
And
you doubt that he can.
Well, Joe Montana couldn't do it, so he tried. How'd that work? How'd that work out? Remember how that worked out?
Yeah.
Yeah, his arm fell off towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Tom won't do it. I'm just saying, wait.
But
As a Jets fan, I've already watched one decrepit quarterback get my hopes up, and then his arm fell off. You remember that? You remember that time that Brett Favre was a Jet? That was not awesome.
But it brings up that age-old question. How do you know?
Why do dogs have cold noses? That's the age-old question.
Oh, my gosh. How do you know when it's time? And Tom said yesterday, he thinks that, he thinks he'll know when he knows. And is that good enough?
Why wouldn't Tom Brady give some lame-ass answer like that? That's like every loser friend you ever had that meets some dumpster fire train wreck girl whose name ends in an I. When you know, you know.
Hey, fuck off. My wife's name ends in an I.
I didn't think of that.
You weren't talking about that dumpster fire trailer park.
No.
Okay.
No, I was more... although virtually everything I can say here is going to be damning because I was going to go down the Andy path. That's where I was headed. So.
Right.
Sometimes you should think about shit before you say it out loud. Ever happened to you? Happened to me.
Happened to him.
Oops. I'm glad your wife didn't watch this show.
You never know when she's going to be watching.
Yeah, and the last time I said that, she sent me a text message about 9 seconds later.
Right.
Oh, shit.
You're going to get it in about 5 seconds.
Yep. It's okay. I'm still sharing this video because Facebook changed their algorithm again.
Oh, God. You're still going through it right now?
I have to do it one by one. Facebook, Tom Brady, and liberals, they all make it very difficult for me. I want to like you. I really do. But you make it so hard.
All right. That went to an unexpected place.
Really? Are you shocked?
Nah.
Are you stunned?
Not too damn shocked. But Tom Brady says, he'll know when he's done. And we've long criticized people, football players especially, for years of getting out or knowing what time to get out. And, guys like Peyton Manning. Like, granted, he was able to get a Super Bowl in that.
Right. So you mean before his body fell apart, he went, I really would like to not lose a leg on the field. So I'm going to stop doing this now.
Right. And I think some guys are just like that. Just I'll go till I can't do it anymore.
Nah, and I'm one of those guys. I will go until I can't do it anymore. About 4 minutes. That's how long it takes.
Just
never stop partying.
Never stop partying. Rob Gronkowski also revealed during Media Day how he cheated on his virtual workouts.
Which is the gronkiest thing I've ever heard in my life.
This is now my new favorite Gronk story. So apparently, every day you'd have to, they tell you to do wind sprints or some shit. You'd have to go out in the yard and film yourself doing it. And so he did it one day and wore 4 different shirts and just ran the sprints. And then later cut up the video and sent it to him on different days when he didn't feel like doing his running.
Which is hilarious. That's some shit I would do.
You can just imagine Gronk sitting back on his couch drinking White Claws going,
Well, for some reason I have this vision in my head of it having I don't know. What's it? It's not Michael Bolton. Oh, what is that? There was a singer from the 80s. I want to say he sang the Top Gun song.
Kenny Loggins?
Kenny Loggins! There it is!
Damn!
I just hear it, I see a Kenny Loggins montage of Gronk just crushing Michelob Ultras and running wind sprints from here to, the wall. But different camera angles, it looks like he's really getting after it.
Right. Yes, Gronk is a genius. He's the dumbest fucking genius we've ever known. Because I can't imagine this guy what his life after football is going to be.
Gronkowski's?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can tell you what a Gronk schedule is going to look like. Wake up around noon, start crushing seltzer beers around noon 05. At some point there's going to be a tank top. There will be a tank top
and a yacht.
There will be a boat.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a lot of studying. There won't be a lot of reading books or shit like that. And you know who that reminds me of? Me.
So he's going to turn into you.
I have routinely said that Rob Gronkowski is the NFL player I've seen that I think I could be best friends with.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I could see him carrying on a career in our medium.
Oh, I got news for you.
The Rob Gronkowski show seems like it's going to be the biggest web show.
Oh, I mean, I got news for you. If Rob Gronkowski calls and says he wants to do this show, it's going to be a knife fight at dawn between you and I to see who loses their chair. I want that to happen now.
You want Rob Gronkowski to be the third.
I was more talking about the knife fight, but
no,
because I like my chances against you pretty good.
Wait,
I got long arms. I got a good reach.
No, I'm not. I'm not liking this at all. I don't like where this is going. Somehow, no. The knife fight's between you two.
Oh, between me and Gronk?
I'm the boss. Remember?
Out. It's never gonna stop.
It's never gonna stop.
Never
It's
gonna-
funny.
Nobody that watches the show has any idea what that means, but I think they've all figured out. Somebody at some point said something.
Someone is under the impression that this is not a partnership.
Yeah,
And I
Like,
got called the boss, and we both thought it was fucking
hilarious. I laughed until I almost peed on myself, and now I call him boss constantly.
Yeah, it's quite the little.
When I took vacation, I literally asked boss over here if I could go. After I had already booked it, I had already got one of the fill-ins for myself, and had already loaded the car. Like, this is probably a bad time to say no, boss. Because I'm gonna, one way or the other.
Yeah.
You know why? Never stop partying.
Alex Sanner, come on, man. You honestly, really? Rob Gronkowski could end up in a jail cell?
No.
I don't see that at all.
No.
I don't think there's anything nefarious about Rob
No,
Gronkowski.
he's just dumb.
He's just an idiot. who
He's
loves
just a
to party.
meathead like me. I mean, literally, he's me with a much better catch radius and like athleticism and shit.
Right.
I have Gronk level egotism and no real reason to.
Yes. Agreed.
Hot wife, kiss my ass.
You reap what you sow.
There we go. The Kevin Vick Memorial Bell was not ringing at its intended.
Again, ham hands. Come on. You hit it too hard.
It doesn't have the.
You got to caress the tip. Has nobody ever told you that?
I haven't had to caress my tip as often as you have.
That's the fucking truth.
There it was.
All
Man,
right.
I really hope your wife's not watching. If she is, might be my last one.
Yep. Could possibly be. Kansas City had a media day yesterday too, but nobody really cares.
Yeah.
Like it's funny because the only thing that came out of Kansas City media day was them asking Patrick Mahomes if he thought he could play till he's 45. Like I don't know. Like what's
I'm
he gonna
20
say in
years
his
from that,
right,
bro.
He's like in this Kermit the Frog voice saying, "Well, you gotta take care of your body." Well,
I'm just happy to be here. I'm waiting for Miss Piggy to get here. Gonzo and all the Muppets, huh?
I don't know why I turned that into Pee Wee Herman at the end.
what's
The
word
phrase of the day, kids, is
Never stop partying.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's gone off the rails quickly.
We're going to explain that, by the way.
We're getting there. But Patrick Mahomes, yeah. I don't know, bro. I'm 22 years old.
He's 25.
I was 25 years old. I'm 25 years old. I don't know if I'm going to still be playing this game 20 years from now.
Oh,
but the way people are talking, I don't think I have to.
By the way, I was listening to one of our ESPN Radio compadres this morning.
Okay.
And they had Todd Haley, former offensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers, former head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs. And he told this story about watching Terry Bradshaw, and I don't remember who the other person was, playing in a game of catch at 90 yards. And I'm just listening to this going, we can hear you, right?
At 90 yards?
Yeah, Jamarcus Russell and Michael Vick couldn't have done that. Just throwing that out there. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, this is, I guess, when he was a ball boy at Three River Stadium. I heard this and went, oh, it's one of those days where we just say shit that doesn't make any sense. I love those days.
That sounds like one of those fantasy football commercials that they had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched Jamarcus Russell throw a ball 70 yards from his knees. That was in 2000 and not 1990 or 1974.
Yeah. I was going to say, you need a couple of decades on that one.
Yeah, Terry Bradshaw threw a football like he was throwing a fucking discus. So I don't really think that that's accurate. And I had to share that because it's been bugging the sin out of me.
I don't know. Maybe not the 90-yard throw. We just never knew
Stephen
about it.
Towson-
Us young folks will never know.
Stephen Tow said the media is stupid most of the time. Don't say that real loud. That's why we're here.
Pretty much.
It's kind of how we got here. There was no cognitive test for these chairs.
Yeah.
Although I've already broken one of them.
And no, Amy, she won't kill me if you don't tell. But this got me to thinking though, with Patrick Mahomes being asked this question, like you never know what's going to happen in a guy's career. And especially with the news that came out yesterday of Dustin Pedroia calling it quits after 14 years in baseball, actually 11 years in baseball because he only played 8 games in the last 3 years because of injuries. But that's a guy who I thought immediately, just like Patrick Mahomes, in his first 3 years, he was going to be incredible. There was going to be no other second baseman like him on the planet, except for Derek Jeter, obviously.
Jeter was a short time.
Well, who am I thinking of? Never mind. Anyway, on to the point of Dustin Pedroia. I mean, he came in, won the Rookie of the Year, won the MVP the next year, won a World Series, did all of the first guy in history to do all of these things in his first 2 years, and then injuries plagued his career from that point on. Now, my question to you is, if Pat Mahomes suffers a similar fate, how will we remember him?
Pat Mahomes will be a Hall of Famer right now. Period.
Yeah.
He's played 3 years in one game in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Would you like to know how those worst case scenario ended? MVP, Super Bowl win, Super Bowl loss. That's worst case scenario.
Right.
Best case scenario, MVP, Super Bowl. I mean, Pat Mahomes is fantastic. I don't like to, I don't talk about injuries. I just act like they're not going to happen. Mm-hmm. But Pat Mahomes, to me, would get a Hall of Fame vote from me right now at 25 years old.
Okay.
Because it's not the Hall of Very Good. It's the Hall of Fame.
Uh-huh.
And Pat Mahomes is the greatest quarterback I've ever seen. And it's not really all that close.
Wow.
The only guy, from a sheer talent standpoint.
Okay.
Brady is smarter. He's not more talented.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, the more time goes on, Mahomes is one of those guys that he could end up being bionic. And I'm looking at the Chiefs now going, oh, I'm going to hate you. And it ain't going to take that long.
No, once your team becomes competitive, you got a stonewall there in the AFC.
Oh, yeah. As soon as the Jets get competitive and the Chiefs coach doesn't look like a Waffle House patron anymore.
I really want to know what's up with Andy Reid's mask game, too.
Yeah, well,
why is he wearing a feed sack?
Yeah.
Has anybody not noticed this? Every other fucking coach and player out there, if they're not wearing the gaiter that sticks to the face, they've all got masks that kind of contour to the face. Andy Reid's the only guy wearing a feed bag on the front. Almost like he's got sunflower seeds in there, and he just,
He does.
He could just chew all day long.
He's got Waffle House cheeseburgers in the bottom of it. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom.
It does. It's very sock-like. And I feel at some point someone should say, dude, it looks like you're wearing bikini underwear on your face. He's got a banana hammock on his chin.
You know what's not in there? A banana.
That's right. Of all the foods he could be keeping in there, yes, it's the banana is not on the list.
Nope. No nanners for Andy Reid.
The Chiefs do have 2 guys that have gone on the reserve COVID-19 list. Demarcus Robinson and backup center Daniel Kilgore. These guys are close contacts to someone who tested positive, and apparently the story is they picked it up in a barbershop.
Hashtag cutting it close. I finally figured out the dynamic of reflection on a television. Yeah. I also learned that if I just put it above my head, I can just point at it. Oh, damn the devil! Damn the devil to hell!
There goes Brian on cue, as always.
Oh, shoot!
Just, I remember my first day.
Hashtag I remember my first day.
Demarcus Robinson, Daniel Kilgore, these guys are, if they don't test positive and they test negative, then they'll be available for the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I want them to stop testing right now. Stop testing. I don't care. We're 4 days away from the game. Stop testing these guys.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I know that's not going to happen, but damn it, we're here. We don't need to know. Symptoms aren't going to be popping up until, after the game's over. Let's get this thing in and finish it out.
I mean,
because my greatest fear is one of the big stars catches it. And then that's going to be the storyline of the Super Bowl.
Oh, that would be a disaster.
Oh, yeah.
It would be an absolute unmitigated disaster.
I mean, if the Chiefs and the Bucs haven't hired some guys to, follow Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady around with, a fucking plastic bubble, they're doing it wrong.
They got him like the bubble boy from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
He's just playing Trivial Pursuit in his bubble with his little arms.
Right. That's how I would be treating this at this point.
If they're not, they're doing it wrong.
Right. No one goes near Tom or Patrick.
If you touch Tom or Patrick, you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
And we might kill you.
I mean, we've made it this far, and hopefully, knock on wood, nothing's gonna come down the pike. But the closer and closer we get, and the more testing is done. See, didn't the former president tell us that? If you just don't test, we don't know about it.
It's huge. So their tests are huge. They're better than anybody. They're better than we've ever done.
Sorry.
If we stop testing people, the numbers will go down. It's science, people. It's science.
I know we talk sports, not politics, but damn, we've had some dumb presidents in the last, I don't know, I'm going to go 3 decades.
Yeah.
Strategery.
Yeah.
That's a thing that happened.
Fool me once. Won't get fooled again.
Yeah, but that for sure would be the biggest disaster here. And the fact that they're continuing to test, and I'm still pissed off that I haven't heard the definitive on the cannons yet.
What do you mean? Whether they're going to fire those cannons?
Right! Fire them for everybody.
You do realize this is not a home field advantage, right?
What do you mean?
You don't have home field in the Super Bowl. It just so happens to be your home field.
I mean, we technically do have home field advantage.
You don't, though. Their logo is going to be in the opposite end zone, even though it's your stadium. Nobody cares. And they're not going to fire your stupid cannons. Oh, my God.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things! It's the coolest feature in any NFL stadium.
All right,
it's got to be used.
All right, add pirates to Bryson DeChambeau's dad and Tom Brady as things I now hate. I now hate all pirates.
All pirates. Okay.
Just like that.
That's fine. I still think they should use it for everybody, and I don't think you're not going to talk me off of that. Like I said,
it's not home field. It just so happens to be your home field.
Right, but if it were so if neither team, if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers weren't playing in this game, do you think they'd use the cannons?
No.
Really?
Because we've already done this. Not the first Super Bowl in this stadium. We've already done that.
Didn't they use them last time?
No.
Oh, shit. Well, I didn't realize that. No. Well, fuck. All right.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
damn the devil.
Hashtag damn the devil.
Now I'm deflated.
Like Tom Brady's football.
Oh, he went there. Look, it wouldn't be the first time a Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback cheated before the Super Bowl. Just saying. You know that story, don't you? Brad Johnson?
Who will be on our show on Thursday.
Yes, he will. He'll be on the ESPN Asheville show at 4 o'clock on Thursday to talk all about the Super Bowl, the experience, We'll probably ask him about Max too. Max lost his tight end. That wasn't good.
No, LSU's losing everybody because apparently Go Tigers didn't go well. I'll tell that story one day.
They might, but no. Apparently, before the San Diego Super Bowl back in 2003, Brad Johnson paid a group of guys like $7,500 to scuff up all the footballs before the game.
That's not
because he was worried about
illegal.
grip.
It's not actually illegal.
You're not supposed to.
It's frowned upon. It's not actually illegal.
Mm-hmm. Just saying, wouldn't be the first time.
I mean, Ross thought sleeping with a student was frowned upon, not illegal, and he was wrong. This is frowned upon, not illegal.
Frowned upon, not illegal.
Patrick Holt said they should shoot the coronavirus vaccine out of the cannons.
Yes! Yeah.
It's the only way I'm fucking taking it. So.
Try to inoculate everybody at the same time. I like it. I think the home field advantage is. I think they're going to have a little bit of a home field advantage.
With no people in the stadium?
There'll be 22,000 people there.
That's not a lot of people. It's very limited people.
I don't know.
You're not.
And 75. And
if anything made this more insufferable, it's the fact that it's in your damn stadium.
Oh, absolutely. This is the story, man. And this is going to be the story next year, too. You better get used to it. You're going to have to stick with this storyline next year. You realize that. Because Matt Stafford's getting ready to go through the same thing. And everybody's going to be, can Matt Stafford do the same thing Tom Brady did? And take his team to a Super Bowl in his own stadium?
Good Lord. You just went full on. Rams are going to the Super Bowl, no doubt. 2 years in a row, home field Super Bowls. Aggressive.
It's already out there. They're already discussing it. LA gets to host the Super Bowl next year. And the Rams just made a move that makes them contenders.
Jonathan Welch asked if we wanted to mention Oklahoma jumping from 24-9 in the college basketball ball. Let me tell you something I've learned about college basketball. There's about 15 teams that are good, and everything else is terrible.
Yep.
You know who else is terrible? Duke's terrible.
I was gonna say
Duke is bad.
I was gonna say Oklahoma.
Oklahoma got beat last night, but they're not bad.
I will say one thing. I watched that game last night, a good portion of it, and they were not good. Like, Texas Tech was clearly the better team, and they played like dog shit. I mean, the leading scorer in the Big 12 scored 0 points by halftime. It was like 24-18 at the half. It was god-awful. And in the second half, it was more of the same.
College basketball has been god-awful.
Oh, I get it. I mean, it's not news to me. I'm just saying, that's how bad college basketball is right now, though, and how fickle everything is. Because Oklahoma beat 3 top 10 teams in a week, shot up to number 9 in the rankings, showed up and shit the bed against Texas Tech last night, and now they're going to be back down to 15 next week.
Here's all you need to know about how bad college basketball is right now. The number 25 team in the nation is Drake. No, not the shitty Canadian actor that used to be the guy in a wheelchair in Degrassi. Not that one.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's right.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, Drake was a kid in a wheelchair on Degrassi.
I don't know what that
I
is.
think I've told you that. It was a Canadian.
Neil
It was a
deGrasse
Canadian
Tyson?
it was like Canadian Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you have told me that before.
Yeah. Every time I see Drake, that's all I can think about.
They're
And then I hear him, and then I hear started from the bottom. Now we're here, and I just go, I can't do it, and it not be funny. You keep saying that.
That's
It's still funny.
That's a guy singing his truth, man.
Yeah. Anyway, college basketball to me is almost unwatchable at some levels.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at a team, and Duke was. We were going to mention this anyway.
Because Duke sucks.
They're good, brutal, God Almighty, awful.
Ooh, they lost to Miami last night,
They're not going to
and
be any happier.
By the way, is anybody else starting
absolutely.
the countdown of when Krzyzewski's back's going to hurt? I think that's what he does. God, my team sucks. Oh, shit. Oh, it hurts.
oh, my back, my neck, and my back.
Oh, and I'm not going to finish that, but I wanted to. I'm going to make him spit that coffee up before this is said and done. He's almost done 3 spit takes in 29 minutes.
Yep.
And there's still half a cup of coffee over there. I reckon I get him spitted on that wall.
It's going all over Dion, just so you know.
I'll kill you. I will kill you.
77-75. Miami.
Carry on's punk ass over there.
Miami beat Duke last night, and they are just—they're. I mean, it's clear that they have talented players, but none of them play together. It's just Mike Krzyzewski's like got to be in practice, just looking at this team, going, "It's not.
I don't know what to do."
No one's doing any of the things that I want them to do.
Matthew Hurt's the single worst defender I've ever seen.
I was going to say, are they collectively the worst defensive team Mike Krzyzewski's ever had?
Yes.
I think they are.
They also might be the worst offensive team he's ever had.
Well, there's that.
Because they don't score points easily.
No,
And my God, they make simple things look difficult.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me when they play Carolina.
Saturday.
It's Saturday. And I got news for you. It ain't going to go well. Because Carolina has 4 mountains that I'm not saying it's the prettiest brand of basketball you've ever seen, but it's real hard to stop.
And that is a team on the rise.
Yeah, and you got Matthew Hurt that has to guard somebody. They don't let him just play. This is not like a DH in stupid baseball. Still maintain it's the dumbest thing in sports.
Right.
That and the sock puppets. I still think that's stupid.
The Burlington Sock Puppets?
Ooh,
You're not a fan?
hey, Rocky! That's your fucking mascot.
No, Socrates. That's going to be...
Baseball, liberals, Tom Brady, and pirates. All things I'm learning to have a disdain for.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, Matthew Hurt.
Yeah, he's
God,
bad.
he's awful. But that's the problem, is that they've got this, Duke has for a long time, I thought, relied too much on their outside shooting to try to win games. And especially when they get behind, they fire more of them. And this team just doesn't have it. They don't have the shooting touch.
No, if you're a Duke fan, you should really get used to the fact that your tournament streak's going to break. Patrick Holt just asked a question that I think deserves some merit.
Okay.
Top 10 Super Bowl party foods.
Oh.
Here's the thing. I'm not allowed to eat any of them because I'm not allowed to have fun. I had fun. It was called my beach trip. And now I'm not allowed to have any more fun. I did weigh myself this morning, though. I didn't gain not one damn pound.
You can do this, though.
I didn't gain not 1 pound the whole time I was at the beach.
That's fucking awesome.
That's almost unbelievable, and I think it's because I've been so hungover for the last 2 days that I've barely eaten.
Well, I mean, that's going to happen. When you send Jeremy down to the sand, he's going to have
I hear all these people.
of beverages.
Oh, yeah. I hear all these people talking about, I do keto. I'm waiting for ketosis. Yeah, I do Drinko, and I think I may have necrosis. Or cirrhosis. Cirrhosis would have been funnier.
Oh,
Damn
my
it.
God. Stop it.
Who said guac toast? No, out.
Jonathan, you're banned. No.
Oh, God, there's been multiple people. Why is there so much love for guacamole in the comments?
I mean, guacamole has its place in the dip. In the 7-layer dip.
Yes, in the trash can beside me.
No, stop that. 7-layer dip. The staple of all Super Bowl parties.
Oh, yeah. It's 7-layer dip?
Yeah.
It's okay. There's just
with the beans and the olives and the...
I don't like olives.
Oh,
olives are the most repulsive shit on planet Earth, and why people eat them, I don't know.
No.
By the way, I was like a month ago, years old, when I found out that the red thing in olives does not naturally come in an olive. I didn't know that. I had absolutely no idea.
I had forgotten about that. Your pimento thing was, yeah.
I had no clue.
Special to me. Anyway, I mean, obviously, the 7-layer dip, you got to have wings, you got to have meatballs, some kind of meatball.
There does need to be some kind of a meatball.
How many dips is too many dips? That's
11.
the real question.
11.
11?
Mm-hmm.
11 different dips, and then you're done?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Well, there's 2 dips on this set, so we probably shouldn't take a... Oh, that's dip shits. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I got me in it, too. It wasn't just aimed at you. I threw myself under the same bus.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Brian and Corey. That was...
There's only 2 of us on the set. They're tons of fun, and that's me and you.
No, I'm dipped out at about 4.
Oh God, I didn't even think about this. It's Super Bowl weekend, and I can't eat any of the Fun Time Happy Foods.
No, you can do this. There's a way that you can do this and keep it low cal.
I'm not eating carrots and celery. I will throw them. I will. Carrots and celery is my snack for the day, and I'm already dreading it.
Just go get a whole bunch of sugar-free ingredients. Yeah. Look, I went through this. I went through the same thing, and football time is horrible. It's a horrible time to be on a diet.
I should have started this like Monday.
No, there's no real great time to start one. Just, I mean, we all know that, right? There's always going to be something coming up that you're gonna. I'll start it after the first of the year. Oh fuck, no, I'll start it after the Super Bowl because I'm really gonna want to eat a lot on the Super Bowl party. The tournament, March Madness is coming. I'll start it after March Madness.
I'm going to Las Vegas in 42 days. So I can't tell you how long this diet's going to last, but I can tell you there's going to be at the very least a hiatus coming real soon.
Hiatus. All right, we'll do a definitive top 10 list. We'll do it like David Letterman style. Reveal it tomorrow here in the Sportsocracy. We'll take all submissions. And if you've got your favorite recipes, send those in as well. Because, I mean, if you give us something that I've never heard of, I might have to try it.
Yeah, if it has guacamole or avocado in it, you can send it to him.
Yes, absolutely.
Cause
not even as just a little garnish on the 7-layer dip.
If they put it, so you order Mexican or and they send you the thing that's got the sour cream and the lettuce, tomatoes and all that shit. I throw away anything that avocado has touched.
Yeah.
Or guacamole or whatever it is.
Patrick Holt, your tastes are way too classy for me. Prosciutto and melon for a Super Bowl party?
Listen,
I mean, I get it, but you got some high-class friends. Because that shit's expensive. It's like, I'm going to throw some cocktail wieners in a pot with some mustard and hey, have some cocktail wieners.
cocktail wieners and barbecue and crock pot. Oh, yeah.
Never stop partying.
Never stop partying. I like it. What was that about? What was the never stop partying about?
Neymar apparently.
Oh, yeah. Soccer
so
thing.
never stop partying is a line that I have used for many years. It's actually a How I Met Your Mother reference, which is my favorite show that's ever existed. I have been saying this for 5 straight days. And yesterday asked what he thought about people saying he was mature and things like that. He literally broke out my favorite line, which I now have to put on a shirt and put in our merchandise store. And it's just going to very simply say, never stop partying. And maybe a picture of my face.
Nice.
Alaska can come too.
Old Neymar. He's a big partier?
Apparently.
Who knew?
Apparently.
Soccer guy. Partier. Awesome.
If he walks in the studio right now, I wouldn't know who
No
it was.
clue. Hey, Jeremy actually pulled up the story on him earlier. There was a picture of 2 guys side by side, and he goes, I actually don't know which one of those
I don't know
Neymar
which
is.
one of them is this Neymar feller. Because he doesn't play one of them sports that I care about.
And I think it was a picture of Neymar and Pele
Oh,
together.
God, I want to change it now. Patrick Holt said never stop partying unless you're Jeff Epstein. He stopped partying. And you know why? Because he knew shit about the Clintons.
Not by choice. He didn't stop partying by choice.
Correct. His party stoppage was kind of like musical chairs, and he didn't find one. I almost said something so vile. We need to move on immediately.
Wow. So you really haven't been able to get into college basketball at all?
I won't until after this. I care about the last month of college basketball. Once football stops, then I'll dive in. I mean, I watch Florida State because that's my team. Mm-hmm. I watch Carolina because we work for their radio network.
Right.
Other than that, I mean, it's been precursory. I know Duke is awful. I mean, if I see a game on, I'll check in just to see what's happening. But I'll really get invested next week and the week after.
Yeah. I
mean, the comments went down a path. I love you. I love you people so much. Sometimes I have to go back and read the comments because I don't see them all in live time.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm just pissed off we don't get to go to the ACC tournament for the second year in a row.
Yeah, that's where we are.
It's in our damn market. Like, all we'd have to do is go. Hi. This is who we are.
I don't know. Will there be an ACC tournament?
No.
And if there is an ACC tournament, will it be anything worth watching?
Here's the thing. We talked about this yesterday.
Right. I was going to say, you brought up a great point yesterday on the ESPN Asheville show of when these teams who are locked into the tournament, comes ACC tournament time, are they going to want to show up? Is Virginia and Florida State going to go, no, it's not worth the risk. We're already in the tournament. We're going to be 2 and 3 seeds anyway.
Yeah.
Everybody's worrying about things that don't matter. The teams that, the Notre Dames of the world that are going to be 10 games below 500, nobody gives a shit if they play or not. Nobody cares. Where you lose the tournament is when the high-end teams dip out. Because here's what you can't do anymore. You can't give an automatic bid if all the teams that were tournament-worthy aren't in it. If the ACC tournament is a combination of Duke, Miami, Boston College, Wake Forest, and Notre Dame, you're not giving that an automatic bid. So what's the point in having it? And then you talk about smaller schools. I've always said that the regular season should be how we do that. But I do love the smaller school tournaments. I mean, we were at SoCon last year. That was the last event we were actually allowed to go to.
Right.
Which is done right here in Asheville. And it's a great pageantry and things like that. It's never made a lot of sense to me that you play a 30-game season and then 3 days is what decides who goes to the tournament.
That's
never
the
made
economics.
a legal sense to me.
It's the economics.
100%. I'm not saying I don't understand. I'm not saying I don't get why they do it. I don't understand the logistics of how you explain it. The Big South, right here in our wheelhouse. Winthrop's lost 1 game. If anybody wins that tournament but them, you did it wrong.
No, they get to go to the NIT.
The not-in tournament.
Right. You get the automatic bid into the NIT.
The participation trophy of college basketball.
Or no, there's the third one.
They might as well give you a grape snow cone with that, no matter how many sandcastles you built at third base.
Right.
There you go. It's great. I like grape.
Oh, don't say that to South Carolina fans. They love their NIT titles down there. It's the
I spent a lot of years watching my team be a 1 seed in the NIT and get bounced by schools that I didn't know where they were.
Yeah. I can see where that would be a touchy subject for you.
It is.
As a Carolina fan, we hadn't had to deal with that too much. God, I can't wait to see Duke in the NIT.
Oh, they won't go.
They won't go.
They won't go. Krzyzewski will go.
What? We shouldn't have been playing because of the virus anyway. We will decline our invite to the
At this
NIT.
point, I won't be surprised if Coach K just says, fuck it, we're done.
I don't want to play anymore. Yeah, after what Roy said the other day, I don't look for that to happen.
That's why yesterday I asked you about what teams will say no to a conference tournament and why will Kentucky be one of them? Because right now John Calipari and Mike Krzyzewski are both like, if you could sit them down in a room together, that would be the most profanity-laced conversation you've ever heard between two human beings. Because with their horrible teams that they have right now, just not living up to any standards that they normally have, it would be fantastic. And of course, as a Carolina fan, I'm sitting back and going, I want to warm my hands on that dumpster fire. Please. Please.
Yes.
I kind of feel bad for him in a way, but there again, it's Duke, so fuck him. I want that on a T-shirt. Can we put that on a T-shirt?
100%. I can put
Duke,
anything on a T-shirt. Hey, in the comments, what sayings of ours would you like to see on T-shirts? Because I'm working on that. It's one of my objectives for the week.
Patrick Holt says he's more into women's basketball this year.
I'm not.
No. I mean, I did see State beat Louisville last night, so.
Sure. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, they were number one. They got beat, and they dropped, and now they beat number one again. So they'll be back up in the rankings. Yeah. There's your women's basketball update. That's as deep as we're going. How about them Charlotte Hornets, man?
Oh yeah, that is a topic that we didn't get to talk about the NBA yesterday because we went down enough rabbit holes that it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Charlotte won a game last night that they had absolutely zero reason to have won. Charlotte's actually pretty good.
They are.
This team's actually pretty good.
The Gordon Hayward thing is working, and I will continue to say I was way wrong on that because I pulled back immediately when I heard Gordon Hayward's coming to town. But I was completely wrong, and this team is working so well, they're making Cody Zeller look good.
Yeah. Yeah, I played Cody Zeller on DraftKings last night. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I'm not ashamed to admit that.
Did you see the poster dunk he had over Giannis the other night when they played the Bucks?
I did.
Jesus.
Yeah, here's the one thing Charlotte needs to do. Stop playing Devontae Graham and Terry Rozier together so often. Because every two guard you play is beating you to death. Jimmy Butler did it last night. If you're about to debate with me what position Jimmy Butler plays, go back and watch it. See who is defending him.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I have to say this. There's two NBA things that I've wanted to say from my love of betting it. First of all, Tyler Hero is going to be the next in a very long line of guys that we have overhyped for a really long damn time.
Okay.
And there have been a lot of them. Usually it's young guys that score really well, and they're going to be superstars. No, he's not. And let me tell you why. He couldn't defend me. Watch the highlights of last night. Game-tying shot, game-winning shots. Guess who they were all on? Mm-hmm. Tyler Hero. Every time. You can't be that bad defensively and be a superstar. Unless you're a James Harden, and I don't consider James Harden a superstar. I never have. Now, Tank over here considers everyone a superstar. To him, Devontae Graham belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, my God. I didn't say that.
A little bit.
But I do think you're crazy if you don't think James Harden is a superstar.
He's not. Superstars win titles. How many titles James Harden got?
None.
And how many is he going to have?
None.
This Nets thing, you remember you remember that time that I told you this was going to be a disaster? Let me tell you a fun stat about the Nets. Since James Harden showed up, does not matter who's on the floor. Doesn't matter if Kevin Durant's sitting because of rest or anything like that. Mm-hmm. They're the most efficient team in NBA history offensively by half a point. Steve Steele asked, so Charles Barkley wasn't a superstar. He played in a finals. James Harden was a sixth man in a finals. He was the best player on a team that went to a finals. James Harden never will be. He's not. He is not. This brand of basketball has never worked. Ever. This I'm going to shoot 40 times a game. Isolation at the top. It's the AAU-ification, and I played and coached in the AAU. It's the AAU-ification of the NBA. It won't work. It's never worked, and it's never going to work. Because people like me sit back and go, what in the fuck is this offense? And now, to finish my stat, I got a little distracted.
Yeah.
Since James Harden showed up, they'd be the most efficient NBA offense ever by half a point.
Yeah.
Would you care to take a stab where they would be defensively?
Oh, they got to be the worst.
They would be the worst team in NBA history. Would you care to take a guess by how much? They're the most efficient offensive team by half a point.
2 points.
It's 9. It's 9.
Wow.
They are 9 points per 48 minutes worse than every team in NBA history. I understand it's a small sample size. I get it. You're never going to win this way. Ever. The Brooklyn Nets, we will look back on this James Harden thing as a fucking disaster. Mm-hmm. Because it's never going to work. You cannot just outscore teams every night. It doesn't work.
Right.
Because one of these nights, you're going to hit a lull. And then eventually you're going to get to the playoffs and you're going to have to deal with teams that can guard you. Mm-hmm. You do understand the Milwaukee Bucks in the playoffs would kill this team. Kill them. There's not one plus defender on this team. Mm-hmm. And it's exactly what I said, and it's painful to watch. Mm-hmm. I did watch a little Nets basketball the other night, and cool, it looks like an all-star game.
Yeah. I was going to say the other night when they were up, what were they, up 5 with 8 seconds left and ended up losing?
Yeah.
By 3.
And do you know why?
Because they can't defend anybody. And they
had nothing
didn't
to do
take
with
care of the
basketball. Has nothing to do with
basketball.
what you just said. Has nothing to do with what you just said.
Okay.
They literally threw the fucking game away.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal hits a 3 because they couldn't defend him. They couldn't defend him the whole night. That didn't change. Problem is, then you get to this point where somebody has to throw the ball in, and we don't necessarily have plays.
Right.
This is, by the way, why you don't hire a coach to coach a team like this that's never coached a second in his life. Because as a coach, you should see that because he did have a timeout in his hand.
Yeah.
And at some point, you have to go, this is not good. Mm-hmm. They threw the ball directly away, and buckets.
Yep.
Ball game. It's an atrocity. And I'll be honest with you, it's actually worse than I thought it was. Mm-hmm. And now people are setting money on fire, betting on this Nets team to win the finals. I got news for you. Not only are they not going to win the finals,
They ain't going to make it.
They're going to make it. And they may not get all that close.
Yep. You had another postponement last night that really hurt you.
It didn't hurt. I mean, it didn't hurt me. It helped me.
Oh, that's right.
Thanks, DraftKings. I like this whole, we're going to cancel a game with 5 minutes to tip off. Sweet. I had nobody in that game. And Nikola Jokic was 27% owned, so suck at everybody else. That was the free money tree shaking itself loose.
Yeah, the Pistons and the Nuggets were postponed, like I said, just minutes before tip-off. Somebody tested positive, or there was a positive, or the test didn't come back or something. What was it?
One of them was a presumptive positive.
Presumptive positive, that's what it was.
Yeah, there were slight rumblings that I had heard that somebody's test hadn't come back. And I'll be honest with you, I'm going to give you a solid piece of advice when it comes to playing the NBA. If you're going to do what I do and either bet it or do the daily fantasy, monkey knife fights, DraftKings, anything like that, stay away from the last game of the night. Mm-hmm. It's a horrible idea because here's what happened last night. These people have Nikola Jokic, who was $11,000 on DraftKings. There's no other games. So once you get past the last games, you don't have anything to audible him to. So if you have this, and this is something you have to know this year, is a possibility. You don't have anywhere to go. So you just take a zero. And then all those people, they made no money. And Jeremy, very nice.
Made all the money.
Great success. I like. Wah we wah.
It was. I'm glad that things are starting to get back to normal. We're feeling a little bit better about things. More people are venturing out, and we've got our first fan superstar interaction story of the season. A couple of fans got tossed out of the Hawks game last night because they were mouthing at LeBron James on the sideline.
By the way, this is not the first story. This is the second LeBron James story in a week.
With a fan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I missed that one.
I don't remember where the other one was. They had T-shirts.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they had T-shirts.
They were in Cleveland.
It was in Cleveland.
They were in Cleveland, and the guy had T-shirts talking about Delonte West's mom. Or LeBron's
Delonte
mom.
West and LeBron's mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
LeBron's mom and Delonte West. Gloria Goes West, I think, was the name on the shirt.
That's exactly what it said. Not gonna lie, I want to mass produce those shirts real bad. Because I have talked about that story for a decade.
I mean, I love LeBron James, but that's one that we will never let die.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I mean, think about it. If that story happened in your circle of friends, you get a new circle of friends.
If that happened in your circle of friends, I would never be allowed to drink more than 2 shots of Fireball around them without going, ah! I know what you did.
Here's the thing. Jeremy would be the one to do it. Wouldn't you? Come on, let's all be honest. Let's all be honest.
I mean, not now. I'm married and happy and all. My life's wonderful.
There was a time, though, if somebody was going to fuck your mom, it was going to be Jeremy. You got nothing. Okay. All right. You're not going to own up to it. That's fine.
I can neither confirm nor deny that. I mean, I'm wanting to go Donald Trump and say,
it's fake news. It's just another slanderous campaign by the media, dude.
And, of course, the one thing everybody's focusing on in the fan interaction, the woman pulled her mask down and exposed us all to the
coronavirus. I hadn't done that in a long time, and I really wanted to.
Oh, God.
Michael Whiteside, that one's coming. 100%. I was working on that one yesterday.
Team gets mine?
Hashtag team gets mine. Card carrying captain, team gets mine.
Yeah.
It's happening. That is going to be a shirt, and it's going to be a shirt that's going to be my for the brand, like Pat McAfee has.
I saw Snowball's Chance in Atlanta also mentioned out for possible shirt.
To be honest with you, I speak in virtually nothing but catchphrases, and I don't remember them all. I say them sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, I say that a lot, and then I never think about that shit again.
Right.
My wife just said I plead the fifth. That's
not
good. See, I got you in trouble with your wife, and now you forget. Thanks, dick.
Let's get started.
Stopped myself. Not going there.
Yeah.
We'll be with you this afternoon on ESPN Asheville 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. The Sports Take with Jeremy Greene. Weekday afternoons, 3 to 5, everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Be sure to like, share, and follow us here at the Sportsocracy on all of the social medias. Hit that notifications button so you know every time that we are live. But generally, 9 a.m.,
If you're watching us
hail,
on,
doesn't matter. We will be here in the Wicked Weed studio.
and if you're watching us on YouTube, you can click the little beer icon right here, and it will subscribe to our channel.
We got a new feature.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that on Facebook. There's a way, but it makes my head hurt a lot. And Facebook makes everything more difficult.
Nice.
And I do live by the adage, never stop partying.
Never stop partying. We'll see you this afternoon. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Greene.
Yeah.